This is ready? Let me know when you're ready.
Alright. 3, 2, 1. Rolling.
Ready?
Go.
Yeah, go on.
Good to go.
Yes, sir.
What's up, Flu?
What's going on, bro?
Doing headphones?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna do headphones.
Alright.
Let's get this going.
I'm gonna tap in also. Okay.
Oh.
Just gotta make sure.
Yeah, we're good, bro.
Episode 1, we don't have our producer in, so
We're doing this all by ourselves.
we're a couple hats, you know what I'm saying?
Got the graphics going. Let it crack a beer.
Sounds good. Flu, how the
sir.
How you
Dude.
doing, bro?
I'm good, you. I haven't seen you in a week.
It's been a week,
It's been a week. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm glad that we get to do it. Crack that.
Yeah,
Ready.
fuck. Last time I saw you, the Lakers won.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a
Lakers
week ago?
fucking won. That was about a week ago. Oh no, it's going. Yeah, about a week. Been about a week, bro. It's been a long time coming. Got the
Champions,
wins,
baby.
Champions, baby. Long 10 years. Been so happy about that. It's been a long fucking time.
Studio's looking great, man.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
No
We
shit
just got rid of the
podcast.
board, so now we have more room for this, and we're doing most of the vocals out at Max's for the next one.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I'm excited. It's been really good.
We pretty much drink exclusively Corona.
At this point, yeah, I don't really like any other beer.
Me neither.
I haven't even
Yo.
had that many other beers.
No, get this. So Corona's been like my beer of choice, right? Forever. And yours too, right?
Mm-hmm.
People who drink beer, yeah, through
you.
People
Yeah.
who drink beer will call me the biggest pussy. Like everyone
Why?
who drinks beer, this tastes like piss to them.
What's like a hard man's
Show me
beer
a cooler
then?
bottle. Show me a smoother beer.
I like Heineken's. My parents put me onto Heineken when I was like 6, 7.
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
like cold day in the summer. They did a Heineken. But dude, even on Corona, bro, the whole playoffs, it was beers only. That was the tradition of it. We did every time we'd have to salute. We had to crack a beer before the tip off.
Do you remember when we realized that? Yo,
No.
It was like what was it like? I think it was the first.
Portland,
Who did we play in the first round?
Portland,
Yeah, and we lost game 2 or 3.
2.
Yeah, we didn't have beers. We had beers for game 1, and game 2 we didn't have beers. So
And I think game 3 you went at halftime.
yeah,
With Gallo, you guys went like right at halftime and you guys
yeah.
sprinted towards it. Dude, that was crazy. That was, bro, the championship was everything. And that was right around the time like I think we just put the album out, or it was just right before the album came out, that when was the restart? I don't even remember, dude. It was
the
fucking
restart.
sick. Yeah, the restart of the bubble. I think it was June. Around my birthday. Just after my birthday?
Yeah. Oh yeah, good call. Just after your birthday, I think.
Just after my birthday. Must have been.
Yeah, that's sick, man. Fuck. We've been watching the Lakers for 2 years, right?
2
I mean,
years.
you've been watching them your whole life. I became a Lakers fan like 2-3 years ago, but
Yeah, Gallo too.
this year we watched.
This was it, dude.
We watched 99% of the games together.
Mm-hmm.
Me, you, and Gallo.
Yep.
And damn, we fucking did it.
Yeah, bro. Cheers again to the chip, bro. Cheers to the chip. Cheers to the Lakers. Somehow any of the Lakers end up listening or watching this, bro. Salute to you guys. You guys made me a lot of money. You guys got me happy. You got me out of my 10-year slump. I've been waiting for this.
We made some money in the playoffs. But
Lost some money in the playoffs.
we lost, I think we made money in the regular season.
Yeah.
I think we have a net loss in the playoffs. But
And the one time we didn't fucking bet on the last game, on the winning game, AD hit that shot that we were supposed to bet, bro. We could have made so much money.
Talk about that.
That was every game of the playoffs, dude. We were gonna bet on AD getting the first shot,
Yeah.
and we did. Every time we bet it, we lost. The last game, the game we were just gonna enjoy, watch the chip, watch the trophy.
It hits the first three.
It hits the first shot. It hit the first shot. The one time we didn't fucking bet on it, dude, and we could have.
I think we had we placed that bet like 5 games in a row. Okay, on AD each time.
And we lost every time.
Yo, and like many times he took the shot. He actually took the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
shot.
He took the shot. He missed it. Whatever.
Had a game high.
Game
But
high
missed-
45
yeah.
points,
Yeah.
whatever. Like we won the game. It was a movie, but like we didn't hit the bet.
Hey man,
fucking good.
I'm happy to lose if we win the ship. You know.
Exactly.
What I'm saying?
Chips everything. Chips everything. And I'm waiting for my championship gear to come too. I'm so ready.
What'd you get?
I got the hoodie. I got like the Lakers championship hoodie, whatever, and then I got this gold ball. It was like it's the most obnoxious shit that I can't wait to put in this
trophy.
setting. No, I didn't get the trophy yet. I like I'm gonna order the trophy, but like I don't know yet. Like I'm still waiting on it. But for the merch run, I did the ball. It's like a gold Spalding ball, and it says like 2020 champs on it. It's like an edition of 200, whatever. Like I spent too much money.
It's a photo
on it.
of the ball, or
No, it's the ball. It's a ball. Like it's an actual ball that we'll put here whenever it comes. But it's supposed to ship in like late November or something like that. But like. I mean, whatever, dude. I'm just happy.
I saw the Wheaties box.
Yeah, we got the Braun Wheaties box.
Where'd you even get that? That shit's
It was like I saw it on Twitter, like right around. It was before the chip. It was just it's because it's like Braun's whole fucking I promise thing.
Okay.
Like it's so whack, whatever. But like I just saw it and it was like it was 4 a.m. I was blackout high as fuck. Like I just needed to buy some shit. And it was $3 and like I check out, and then like click payment and it was like $20 duties and like it was $15 shipping. And the crazy part about it, dude, I don't even think I told you this, like, off camera or anything.
Yeah.
The shipping person, the UPS people, now just throw the package over my gate. They don't ring the door. Dude, they don't
like
ring
the side gate?
Where we come into
Yeah.
like, bro, they just toss it over. They don't even ring the door.
No slip.
No, nothing. Dude, they toss it, and I know this because the same shit happened for this rug. Remember when it was DHL, that ship DHL?
Yeah.
And they left remember like it said delivered, but it wasn't.
And then they handed it off to...
Bro, so I call Canada Post, and I'm like, yo, it says slide. I call Canada Post, and I'm like, yo, it says delivered, but it's not. The dude's like the most straight dude, and he's like, well, sir, let me just check in your notes. He goes, it said it delivered in 2017, and I was like 3 years ago. Yeah, he's like, I was like 2017. Oh, yeah. He's like, no, let me look again. He goes, okay, so it said it delivered today, but it's over the gate. I was like, over the gate? Like, there's only one gate. So like, I went to whatever, and it's like buried in leaves. And it was a couple days ago when it was raining and shit.
And keep in mind, the gate has a door that anyone can access. It was
in the corner. Like, it wasn't, it was under leaves, like, it was dirty. The box was disgusting. It was pouring rain that day.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're tossing it from the truck. They got, like, a little dude in the back, just tossing it over.
And I know the chick who's the delivery person.
Yeah,
like,
I've seen her here.
She got, like, the punk look. Like, she got all the piercings and shit. And I know she just tossed that shit. Like, I know she just walked up and tossed it.
That's insane, man.
That's fucking insane.
Set some cameras out. You see her punting it over.
Yeah, bro. Just like spit on it and shit. Like really fuck my shit.
This asshole.
Yeah.
Everyone hates the Lakers fans.
Yo, let them hate.
Yo, that's bro.
What?
Being a Lakers fan, I don't want to get political, but like being a Lakers fan makes me feel like what it must feel like being a Trump fan. You know?
Yeah. Yes. Everyone
not to get
political, but everyone hates your guts.
Like
if
being
you're
a Trump fan, you're not crazy because he's the president. Like he clearly won.
Whatever. That's all I'm saying. He won.
The Lakers won.
Trump had the Russians, Lakers had the refs. I don't want to talk about it. Like,
bro, I'm not even everyone's been giving me shit. Yeah, the bubble, the refs.
Oh, fuck you,
You know,
bro.
Mark's been giving me a
fuck you. Mark's been pissing me off the whole playoffs.
What, Mark switched, like, he had 5 different
teams.
Dude,
he picked every team. He picked every team but the Lakers. He calls me, he's like, Lakers are going to lose. I'm like, to who? He's like, Portland or Denver or Houston or the Raptors or the Bucks or da-da-da-da. And I'm like, yo, do whatever the fuck you want. There's no chance we're losing. And the whole time, we did it.
Talk about a shit show, the Bucks.
Oh, the Bucks, bro.
Yeah.
The Bucks are such a loser fucking franchise. I hate the Bucks. Whatever, dude. I'm not trying to, like, first of all, the whole goal of this wasn't for it to be a sports thing. I could talk about the Lakers all day. We will for sure make a sports podcast section of this.
I like that.
I'll talk about the Lakers all day. Yeah, oh, for sure.
I like that.
At the end of the day, I would love to get hired by Lakers Nation. So if Lakers Nation is watching this or listening to this.
Yo, my vision for this is like, in a couple weeks, maybe a couple months, we'll have, the monitor set up and we'll be watching a live game.
I would love that.
When the next season starts, we'll be watching a game, commentating right here.
That was an idea we had a while ago.
Idea.
Because, the announcers are such bag shit, and they always fucking comment terrible shit on the Lakers, that, like, I want to see... Like, I want us commentating, because I know dudes would rather hear us be like, oh, LeBron fucking killed this guy.
And, we're not on anyone's payroll. Like,
of course not.
Like, the TNT dudes, the fucking ABC guys,
those guys are great,
Sports Center motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Nah, they're on payrolls. They're hitting the agenda,
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be cool. comment down below if you
Let
want
us fucking know if you want us to commentate any sports games.
any live event, any UFC event.
Dude,
yo, we'll comment.
Did you see, speaking of that, you saw when Will Ferrell did a character doing live commentating for curling?
What?
Bro, it was crazy. It was like Will Ferrell's like crazy.
That's recent?
Yeah. Like I would say over the course of the past 2 years.
Okay.
He was like doing a live curling show.
That's
It
crazy.
was fucking hilarious, bro. He's just like cracking jokes. He's like pretending to be way too into it. Like,
And what's
like,
the format? He's just watching.
it was just
and
like,
commentating?
yeah, no. He was in the studio. Like, you know how like they're like at the games and shit.
Yeah,
like he was at the curling
game.
match, talking about
That's a
the
good
fucking
idea.
curling match. It was crazy.
That's crazy, man. So you brought up your album before.
I did.
You want to talk about it a little?
Dude, the grass is always greener in the sun.
Yeah.
That was the most fun I think we've had making music in so long.
Oh my god, man! Like
Took us a year. Took us about a year start to finish.
that project. I'm in love with that project from start to finish.
Dude,
but
I love that album.
We had a couple hiccups.
Couple hiccups.
Yeah.
Much as any project has, I think ours is a little bit unique.
Without going too much into it, I'll say those hiccups hooked us up for this next project.
I think it did.
And I'm talking about Max.
Yeah, bro, Max is just the man, bro. Max is just...
What a pleasure, man.
What a fucking pleasure. Cheers to Max, dude. I want cheers to Max. Max is my fucking guy.
That guy's cool, man. That guy's talented.
Cool as fuck.
First time I met him was at the Brodinski show.
Hooked us up for
You already
Brodinski.
knew him, right?
Yeah.
You already knew him from like a couple sessions or whatever.
Yeah, I knew him a couple years ago. Kaz actually introduced us to him. He, right around when I was hanging out with him, he was like, yo, there's this guy Max, like you guys should link up. We ran one session where I was gonna help him do references or something like that, write for another artist that he was working with, or on my own shit, and it just didn't work out. Like we just, we couldn't get anything going, but we spoke every now and then. I don't know how we came back funny thing about Max, actually, I used to bump into Max everywhere.
Where? I've never seen this guy before that show.
Dude,
I mean, I knew about him.
yeah,
You
of course.
spoke about him.
Dude, I bumped into him like at Olympico one time, and then like 3 days later, I was at that chicken spot like on Saint Laurent there.
Yeah.
And like I was eating with my girlfriend at the time, and he was there with like his mom, and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Like we just kept bumping into each other, and it just seemed as if like we were meant to.
We got a word for that.
Yeah, magnets.
Yeah.
We got fucking magnets, dude. And we just ended up. It felt like we just had to work together, and now we are, and I couldn't be happier. That dude taught me a lot,
Bro, even from my position, you know, more of a backseat position, I'm learning so much from that guy.
Dude.
That guy is impressive.
Speaking of which, we have to do that thing next weekend.
Yeah.
We have to do that thing with him.
Yeah.
But circling back to the uniqueness of the last album that we just put out, dude,
Right.
I think that it taught us such a good lesson on how to start and finish an album. Because at one point, I had no idea that it went that much into it. I thought it was a collection of songs that you just did, and then like you found the common ones, whatever, but we found ourselves making songs to fit positions. Like Family Ain't Related was meant as an interlude to break up how Crosses and the next joint came in.
So I love that you brought that up because, you know, everyone's got this idea that you want to make an album, like you're an up-and-coming artist, right? You're an up-and-coming artist. Every up-and-coming artist, they think, you know, let's create a bunch of songs, and the best ones we'll use, and the ones that we didn't use, whatever, we'll keep them on the burner.
Yeah.
But for this project, every single song was intentional.
Every song was intentional.
Nobody coming out the gate makes music like that.
I don't think so either. I think because of how unique it is the way you and I work together, especially on things, that we had to hide those ideas from the people we were working with on that album. Yeah. Because remember, when we would do something, we'd be like, yo, this kind of sounds like it would be an intro song. Let's go that direction. And then he would just be like, nah, fuck that. Like, I don't want to make a song like that. And then we'd have to da-da-da.
Yeah, so that's exactly what I'm talking about. When I say there's hiccups in the process,
that's a fucking hiccup.
I mean, look, man, like...
That's what happened with Feels Like I'm Gonna Die.
So me and you, our biggest thing is we're going to adapt. We adapt to every situation. We make it work. We keep it cool. That's what we do, right? But that situation...
That pissed me.
There was not much room for that. Like, I don't know if you want to go into it. We can leave the name out, but...
we can go into it a bit.
I think people could learn from this situation, to be honest.
I think they could too. And I would like to open, like, starting talking about this by saying that whenever it is that you work with somebody, you need to establish your roles right away.
Yo, that's the best advice, man. Like,
I think you have to establish what each person's role has to be defined immediately.
no matter how good of friends you are, no matter how close you are,
No matter what.
you got to establish what everyone's cut is.
You have to.
You got to, man.
And that's something that this process taught us and that Max taught us.
Yeah, so to go a little bit more into detail, right? So we had this agreement with this guy that it was, we were building something bigger.
Yep.
Multiple times,
Yep.
we have record of him saying, I don't want money. I'm
Nope.
in it with you guys.
We
The
want to be
term band was
Yeah.
brought up a bunch of times. We're cool with that because me and you are the coolest people ever. Like,
Yeah, we don't give a fuck.
we don't
I just
give a
want to
fuck.
make shit.
It's never about money. We make money how we make money, and that's it.
Yep.
The music, the art, it's all about that.
It's all about being purist about it.
Yeah, so like just for some context, like I think it was like a week before, like the album was done, the artwork was done,
Everything was finished.
the promo was done,
Everything was finished.
everything was finished. Okay, and then a week before, when we're supposed to get the files,
I'm sorry. Can I cut you off?
yeah.
The day of the files.
it was the day of the files.
day of export day.
Yeah.
Continue.
It was the
It was the day of the export.
That's right. It wasn't even a week. That would
No.
be like a little bit more.
Yeah. Oh,
understandable.
I wish. I wish it was a week.
It was the day of the export.
Yep.
Okay, the guy who agreed to do everything as
Mm-hmm.
we're homies, whatever. We're building something bigger. We own equal equity, but like no one's gonna get paid until there's money being made, right?
Mm-hmm. matter
That's
what.
how. So the day of, dude hits us up. Yo, I need.
Yo,
blah,
I want
blah,
a bag. Yo, I want
yeah.
a bag for this.
Yeah.
That was.
And-
We agreed to it. We were like, yo, you know what? I tried to fight it.
Okay, so what did we do? We wrote up a contract. We said, okay, no problem. You get this amount of money that you're asking for. We have that money. No problem. We'll get you
problem.
the money.
Money ain't a problem.
It's never an issue. But when there's art,
It
we
gets
like
it.
this. Yeah.
It was only that it was the day of.
Yeah.
If you had told me
exactly,
this, that which goes back to
exactly.
establishing the
Yeah.
roles at the beginning, establishing terms, all that. The day of export, dude goes, yo, I want a fucking bag.
Yeah.
I tried to fight him on it.
So yeah, we tried to fight him.
He goes, no.
He goes no. We go.
Alright.
Okay, we're not losing the fucking project over the bag.
We just did this for a year. I'm not losing my project.
We're not losing this. Like we're not petty. We're better than that. So here's your bag. Here's your bag. If you do A, B, and C. Mm-hmm. Okay? Dude says no problem, signs the contract. Mm-hmm. If we could just like pause this moment, that's the smartest thing we ever did.
Of course, smartest thing, bro, dude.
It's the first contract we ever made because like me and you are on some homie shit. Like with
It's no matter what.
Everyone we work with, we're on homie shit. We never fucked over anyone in our life.
Of course not.
It's the first contract we did, so we made the contract. Dude was super happy to see a contract. He comes from like
A more corporate side.
legal background, all that bullshit.
Sure.
We all signed the contract, and guess what?
Guess
He
what?
doesn't come through
Yeah, he didn't
with
do
his
the thing.
end of the deal. I don't want to go into it, but basically the contract said...
I'll go fucking into it, dude. He
Okay.
didn't export on the day that he
Yeah.
was supposed to export.
Yeah.
Didn't give us our shit. We gave him in advance because we're fucking homies, and we did that shit. And what did he do? He hung up on me on the fucking phone and ran off to Spain with my fucking money. And that's it. Our fucking money. Sorry. And he didn't export the shit. We knew it.
So keep in mind, he
Right.
didn't run off to Spain first. He ran off 2 hours away
Yeah.
in our same
Yeah, in our same area.
in our same area, 2 hours away though. We pressed him, we got his fucking address.
Yeah, we had his. Oh my
Yeah.
god, that was so easy, bro.
So oh my god, we had a girl,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, we it was so easy. It was so
Yeah,
easy.
yeah.
It was so ridiculously effortless that we could have ran up on this dude, but like
we're leaving a bit out. Okay, so basically he owed us the money.
he owed us the advance back.
He owed us the advance back. Okay. We're still paying the guy until forever.
Until
as long
forever
as the
on the
album
royalties.
makes money, he gets money every
Of course
quarter.
not. Like
No
we said,
issue.
we're not fucking
No
anybody
issue.
over.
We don't fuck everyone over.
No.
But he didn't do his end of the deal, so he actually owed us that advance back.
Yeah.
He blocked us, didn't answer
Yeah.
us, so we sent a girl up there, to seduce him
To
pretty
seduce
much.
his ass, get his fucking address,
Get his
know where
address,
the fuck it is.
and
And that was all
I
too
guess-
fucking easy.
he's a careful guy, so he caught wind, and then he left to fucking Spain.
Left to fucking Spain. Now he's in Spain with my money.
Yeah, and here
Our
we are
money.
talking about it. It's
I mean, look, it all makes for a better learning experience, a better story.
amazing learning.
Of course.
I'm so happy we made that contract.
I'm so happy we
It made
that
us. It
contract.
made us like innocent. Is what that did.
And you know what? In the event he's fucking listening to this too, dude, like, I'm not giving you your royalties until the advance is paid back, and then I'll start giving you your royalties.
Call us back.
Just call me fucking back and we'll work
Let's
it out.
have a conversation.
Because the last words you fucking said to me were, we'll talk about this later. And I had not heard from you since.
Yo, ask anyone in this town. We've never fucked over anyone.
Why would
that's
we?
Not what we do.
We overpay. We overachieve. We overdo all those things.
Yeah.
We lost our graphic.
We lost our graphic. That's what
There you go.
It's the No Shit Podcast.
Yeah, welcome to the No Shit Podcast, bro.
No Shit Podcast brought to you by No Shit Records. Brought to you by...
Brought to you by my fucking life, dude.
Whoever we sell No Shit Records to. Maybe
Yeah.
God. Maybe Satan.
Just don't fuck us over, because we're going to establish the roles right away this time.
Yeah, we got contracts. We got lawyers. I mean, bro, that was his biggest mistake because his whole thing was that he had lawyers on his team.
He had a corporate background.
that's
It
his
was
whole thing.
da-da-da-da, bro. Like, we did this. Like,
And we go, okay, we're from the streets, but, we'll match your corporate energy.
Of course.
We matched it, and then he fucked himself
And then he
over.
crumbled, bro.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know who the fuck does shit like... Oh, bro, that pissed me off so much. But I remember the day of the deadline, we were at the TC, we were chilling.
Yeah,
we were by the fire, we were by the tennis club. Shout out the tennis club, I got the hat. We were at the tennis club, we weren't watching shit, we were by the fire, we were chilling. And I remember it was like 11:30 at night. And I'm like, dude, half an hour. And you're like, bro, he's not going to make the deadline.
Yeah, I remember that.
And for the record, his export was of one song. He had 2 weeks. We gave him a 2-week grace period.
Yeah, that's important to note, okay? So he got, let's say he got 97%
For sure.
of what he had to do in
Of course.
by the deadline.
Of course.
But a contract's a contract, so we asked for
I don't give a
100%.
fuck.
We asked for 100%, not 97.
Bro,
you know?
come on.
Yeah.
And we were there. It was
And
11:30. Yeah.
Sorry,
No,
we
go.
never wanted to make a contract because that's not our thing.
That's not us.
I mean, going forward, that's all we're going to do.
Of course, forever.
We learned, but before that, that's not our thing. Like,
But just because of how he acted prior, being like, yo, we're a band, like, we should da-da-da-da, like, it's all equal parts, like, it's all that. We were like, yeah, of course, it's the art. We're trying to build together.
everything he requested, we said yeah. I mean, we always, anything we do,
Of course,
we're
we'll
partners.
adapt.
We counter.
Of
you know,
course,
we try
of course,
to get
of
the
course,
best
of course.
deal for the company, but
He didn't budge.
but
We
in
didn't
the
budge.
in the end, we say yes. You know,
Of course,
we're
we'll
not
make
gonna-
it work.
yeah,
Like,
we'll
I
make it
want
work.
the album. Like, we made an album. I love this album more than anything.
And he never hit us up.
Never hit us up.
Nope.
Nope.
And
I had to call his ass.
Yeah.
Being like, yo, I think it was July 1st was the actual day.
Yeah.
I called him July 1st. I go, yo, where's the song? He's like, I'm doing it now. I was like, you were supposed to do it by the 30th. And he's like, oh, well, I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
I was like, well, you owe me my money back.
Bro, I remember that. I was
so-
listening in on
Bro,
the call.
I
and I was
so
losing-
confused. I was like, well, how are you going to press me for a bag, not budge on your price? I agree to it. You sign a contract and then act surprised when we
didn't want to pay him.
Of course not.
He asked to be paid, we paid him.
Of course.
We didn't want to sign a contract. He asked for a contract, we wrote the contract.
He broke
Yeah.
the contract and then bugs out.
Yeah.
We were like, yo, you did this.
We go, okay, no. Yeah, no. I mean, that's a crazy situation.
That's my favorite. Bro, it's honestly comedy. And sorry that it happened to him, bro.
But dude, we got the project out. You know, we overcame the fucking obstacles, whatever. That's what we do. We overcame it.
We figured it out.
Put it out. People love it.
People love it. People do really like it.
And what we do for the project we're working on right now,
Yeah.
day one.
Day one.
Contract signed, no issues,
Oh my
cash
God.
in hand, no problem.
Day zero, day
Day
negative
zero, yeah.
one, we're talking about the contract with our producer.
Yeah.
Bro, day one, it was like, all right, let's run the first session. Make sure everyone's here so we can sign the contract
Yeah.
and get it going.
Yeah.
There hasn't been one hiccup. I mean, a little hiccup, but there's a fucking pandemic, but like, whatever. Chalk that up to fucking nothing. And there's been no hiccups
come on,
musically. There's been no musical hiccups, no
as-
disagreements
bro,
yet.
As far as the art goes, oh my God, it's been beautiful.
It's been beautiful. I think this music that we're making is some of the best music we've...
What do you think as far as a release date? I mean, we're going for an album.
So early to say. I'm aiming February, March.
Yeah, that's what I keep thinking too.
No sense in doing anything in December, January. It's Christmas, New Year's.
And for the record, it's October. It's
October right now. Yeah. I think there's no sense in doing anything around Christmas just because of what we're learning from him now about the corporate side of all the music shit. Nobody's in the offices around December 25th,
Yeah.
January 5th, let's say.
Yeah, that's
So nobody's doing that, and we have to still do all the media side. We need to do all the placement side. We need to do everything else. It's crazy, dude, because the lesson that we're learning from Max at this point right now, it's unfortunate, but he said the days of just putting art out and hoping the art speaks for itself are dead. which is the most depressing shit. I don't fucking believe him, but like, you know what I mean?
I don't
Like,
believe him, but as long as he's involved, man, yo, that guy knows what he's talking about. So I'm gonna let him dictate.
I'll fucking listen to him.
Yeah.
Bro, he has a resume. He's got a Juno under his belt. Like, dude, I have nothing but the nicest things to say about this man.
But all we're gonna show him is that the art speaks for itself.
Art speaks for itself.
We see that time after time, yo. Anytime you try to push art, like you look at an artist, any artist, like
any artist,
music, anything, you know,
any media, any music, any
Right.
paintings, anything,
man. The art speaks for itself.
Art speaks for itself. With these,
Like Frank Ocean, like yeah, he's signed to a label. He's got his promo going on, but bro, that's very minimal. And I don't think any song has been played more because the art.
Of course, it's the art. The art speaks for itself. And I think the best part about the Grass album that we just did, side note that I'd like to say that I wasn't able to say to the masses upon release date, was that in this album, as you know, there's not one lie throughout the whole album.
That's my favorite thing, and that ties into our whole.
Of course,
our
it's
whole
just,
business.
we're not fucking liars.
No,
I'm not capping.
Yeah.
It's no shit. You learn shit so you know shit. That's
Yeah.
it. I wanted to say that to whoever's listening, even if it's 10 fucking people.
Yeah, speak it.
There's not one lie in that album, start to finish. Everything that happened in that album is true. Every concept that we came about is something that I feels like I'm gonna die. I deal with some fucking anxiety. I feel like I'm gonna die every single day.
Bro, the ups, the downs,
All of it, bro.
the easy times, like it's all.
Skinny moving packs at the Ritz. Dog, we
fucking
got
happened.
kicked out.
We
bro.
got kicked out of the Ritz. We got footage
They
of that.
fucking caught
Yeah.
us, bro. I
Yeah.
wish. Oh, bro. If we can somehow find a way to run that clip like right in this section right now, dude, of us
right.
just leaving. Yeah. That shit was hilarious, bro. We got kicked out of the fucking Ritz. That was the best part of it, bro. Okay, either way, we're not fucking. There's no lies in this album.
No lies, man. In anything we do, there's no lies. And okay, like when did we link up? Maybe
crack
like
another
7
beer.
years ago. Crank a beer.
Give me
bro.
that.
Crank a beer.
Crank a fucking beer, bro.
When did we link up? Like 7 years ago.
You and I, yeah, 7 years ago, give or take.
Yeah, maybe 8. We didn't know much. We were creative dudes. We loved art. We had talent, and that was everyone saw that. There was
Yeah.
no question about that.
We had
But you know,
sauce.
we were fucking hip hop fans.
Yep.
And hip hop is some cap shit, right?
Yep.
You got people talking about like toting guns, talking about doing some crazy shit that if they actually did that shit, they wouldn't be talking about that shit.
Of course not.
So we came into the game like, okay, we got to make ourselves, for lack of better words, you know, look
cooler than we are.
You know, and then I think like really over the past like 12 months, maybe a little more, maybe a little shorter.
12 to 16 months max.
Dude, we just realized like, damn, when you're capping, you're lying to yourself.
You're lying to yourself, you're lying to everybody.
And
it's the energy you put out. Sorry.
No, you're right, man. Like how are you gonna put out good art if you're lying to yourself? You know? So
And that's not saying you can't have songs written for you. That's not saying that you can't have help with inspiration.
But don't have some shit written for you
Yeah.
by someone who's never fucking kicked it with you.
Of course
that
not.
goes
oh
on
my God.
all the time.
Oh, well,
right?
bro, you write half my shit.
But-
that's something that nobody knows.
But we're the same person.
Exactly.
We're the
I
same
agree.
person.
I agree.
So I know how you live. You know how I live.
Of course, we live the same
Yeah.
life. We drive the same car by coincidence. Dude,
Yeah.
by coincidence, we just ended up that way.
No, our equity is 50-50.
No matter what. No matter what. That's you're my brother, bro. That's it. And I don't think a lot of people know that. Like, I know they know, like, the duo of whatever we do.
It takes a bit of the pressure off, to be honest.
Of course, because I know you got me.
Knowing we're accountable and, like,
Come on.
if I fuck up,
I
it's
got
on
you.
know?
Yeah, bro, like, no matter what, if anything happens, I know that I have another dude who's an extension of me, pause, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, I know that, like...
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, you're the only other person who I trust to that extent. Especially with something as deep as art. Especially as something deep as being vulnerable in songs.
Okay, so me and you have, like, stepped into business with a couple cats. You know?
Sure.
This is what we do. We're entrepreneurs.
Of course.
Right? We're always trying to look for the next lick, whatever.
Of course.
Everyone, no matter what it is, tries to turn a profit week
Of course.
one.
Of course. Week 1.
And what happens? They fizzle out, you know? Because we understand the value.
Dog, we understand that the art comes first. That was the
art
first
comes
thing
first.
that you told me. Because, to give it a little context for the people listening, I remember the producer who we were working with on The Grass
Yeah.
found that when we were both in the same room, it was a little bit too intense for him to work.
Just a lot of
Moving
minds,
pieces.
a lot
of shit just very too intense is all
Too
I'm saying.
intense, I
It was
agree.
too intense. And us being able to communicate with each other and shit like that allowed you to find your role, find a way that we could separate while remaining together and just complete the project and let it go. And we weren't like too like, fuck dude, like it's so hard to say, but like at
no,
the
but
end,
you're right. Like, dude, I've been listening to music since day one. Like, I'm a huge music head, hip hop specifically. So in my head, you know, I gotta be upfront, and I gotta be like, for lack of better words, micromanaging every single musical like aspect that's happening.
You have a more business background than I do.
So what we realized is like, okay, I gotta take a backseat when it comes to that, because 2 brains are better than 1.
Of course.
But 3 brains, it gets
messy.
Yeah, exactly.
It gets messy.
Exactly. So I took a step back from that, you know, let it play out, trust the process. Like, me and you only work together because we fucking trust each other. Of course. So, you know, don't...
Dog, I lob songs to you, you lob them back, I lob it to the producer. Like, yo, it just... And it's and we're not fucking capping, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people, when they go into business or working relationships with their homies, they always say, don't mix business and friendship.
I wanted to say that. I'm happy you brought that up. Everybody's been telling me that. Like, since as far as I can remember, like, the number one thing from, you know, the super successful people would say this. Of course. The super unsuccessful people would say this. They would say, don't mix business. Don't do business with your friends, is what they would say.
Keep your family in business. Big, bro. Like, everyone... But dude,
all of our friends, like, all our friend group,
of course,
we're friends because we do business together.
Of course, everybody's working together.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, it's all working.
Let's talk about the squad for a second, man. We got a fucking diverse squad.
We do.
So, okay, so if I could, like, jot it down, I'd say, you know, me and you were handling the art. You know,
we have the creative side of it.
We got a pretty good grasp on the creative side of things.
We have a creative, we have a real estate section.
Yeah, the real estate team speaks for itself. Like, we own all the fucking real estate just by association.
Just by association, dog. We got the city ready.
And they own all the art just by association.
Dude.
And then, you know, we got Chase. Chase is like a born entrepreneur. That kid just...
Killing it.
That's a hustler,
That's a fucking hustler,
That's a true businessman. That kid knows how to make money in 72 hours, you know what
Dude knows what the fuck he's doing, bro. Oh, bro, I love our squad
and
so
based
much.
on... Man, like, yeah.
And
we got a lawyer. We got
a lawyer. We got Nop out in Toronto, bro. Like, we have, honestly, like...
And sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
I'll say Gallo taps into every single one of those.
Gallo
That's
really
the interesting thing about Gallo, man. Because Gallo, you know, he's part of the real estate team. That's his, like, 9 to 5, we'll call it.
Sure.
But that guy's a fucking artist.
He's a fucking artist.
That guy could pick up any instrument and play any song.
And wait for the song that we got with Gallo on it, bro. We got Gallo. Yeah, we got Gallo singing opera on one of our songs.
I wish we could play that, but it can't.
We can't put it out yet.
No,
but, I love that song. We got to complete that song. I love that song so much.
Bro, that song. Do you remember how that shit came out? Yeah. Yo, we were just hanging out. We didn't link up to make music or nothing, right?
No, we were just chilling. We were listening to music in the studio. We ended up playing one of the songs that we had worked on with a producer collective group, and we tried to get him to layer some of the vocals that I did. Mm-hmm. And he was a little bit nervous because he'd never been on a mic before. He'd never recorded.
Right, he was very nervous.
Because he doesn't, like, write original music or anything like that. Like, he just plays guitar. Like, he loves playing songs. He loves singing songs. Like,
yeah, I'll say he's a born artist, but he's never taken art from, like, an original creator perspective. Like, he's never created.
He's never self-expressed through art. He loves doing covers. He loves, like, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, he does it for himself. That's the truest form of him loving music. He's a music lover. And he, to the point where he has $1,000 guitars.
And I'm pretty sure he has no formal background. Like, that kid,
I don't think so either. He learned by ear.
He could read music. He could listen to any song and play it. I'm pretty sure he's never...
I don't think so.
Piano. Bro, could you imagine he had a formal background in that? Like,
he'd be
that kid's talented.
Shit. He'd be crushing.
Gallo is goddamn talented.
Dude, I fucking love Gallo, and I call him Beans too. So if you guys ever hear me call him Beans, that's it.
Well, Beans is kind of you and Gallo, because Beans is plural. Beans is plural, so does it, you know? Yeah. But that's you and Gallo, man. You guys are the Beans. Like, I can't even describe it.
We're just Beans, yeah.
I don't even know where it came from, but it's stuck. It's stuck. Since
I don't even know how it came either. Like, he just called me Beans one day, and then I called him Beans. But either way, back to the story of how he sang on that song.
Oh, yeah.
How he ended up singing on that song is that, like, he was going to layer vocals that I did.
Yeah.
And he ended up, like, by trying to get the nerves out, he ended up just doing that opera part.
Oh, that
he was just,
bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just, like, he was over the piano.
Yes.
And he just started, like, belting some shit, and you and I looked at each other right away, and we were like, yo, you have to record that shit right
Bro,
now.
the way I remember it, okay, so he started off just like,
and for the record, we were all high as shit.
yeah, obviously, you know, like we're
we were high as fuck.
like when we link up to not do anything, and then, you know, we get a little bit
absolutely
like,
blasted,
get a little bit light, and then it
Dude,
always
a little bit light.
it's always like, let's hit the studio.
Yeah,
know?
we're always like, yo, let's dive in the studio, see where it takes us.
Couple beers, couple joints, let's hit the studio.
Yeah,
and damn, that shit's amazing, man.
That shit was amazing.
We made that without the last producer. Like that was
us. That was just
fully
us.
in house, man. Yeah.
And speaking of, just because I'd love to suck my own dick for a second,
Let's do it.
Just talking about making shit without the other producer. Remember on the album,
The song Remember?
Remember, that was all me. I produced that song and I sang over it. I actually did Remember, fun fact about it, again to toot my own shit. I did Remember in one take. I was working on some other melodies over it, and I was like, I'm trying too fucking hard. What can I do to I don't know what it was.
No, I remember when you sent me that song.
It didn't have drums or anything.
I know for a fact you did that alone because you sent it to me at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
I knew you weren't with anyone, you know?
I love when I send you my mental breakdowns with a song. I'm like, this sucks, this fucking da-da-da-da.
Dude, I'm going through the most right now, blah, blah, blah. By the way, here's a 4-minute song I just made. Like, what do you... Yeah.
That's exact, bro. And I was just like, I wasn't feeling my voice at the time during just the recording that. And I was like, I don't really like how I sound, so how am I going to do it? Like, I recorded with the pitch being up, because that's how it is on the final take. And when you record it, there's a delay. So I was recording it, singing it early, so that when it recorded, it would be on time.
That's insane.
Yeah, that might not be something you knew.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Remember
was with a delay. On a delay. There was like a half-second delay because it needed to process. Crazy. And I did it with the delay on.
What the hell?
Yeah, and I did it in one take. There wasn't the rap part there, the I think I just fell in love. Like, that part hadn't been on there at that time. But the whole high-pitch part was in one take, recorded with that effect on, with a delay. And the whole point of this was that I'm sucking my own dick, and that's just what I wanted to say about doing shit without other people. And
it brings you back to your art.
Of course, it's just self-expression.
Art, yeah.
And it goes back to the whole there's no lying on that album. Like, it's just everything. It's just self-expression. And to even correlate it to this project that we're working on now, Max has me playing on a lot of these songs. Yeah. I never thought in my life, I'm not that good at guitar, I'm not that good at bass. I play a little bit of everything.
I mean, you know how to play it.
I know how to play everything. Yeah. I can catch tabs, I can read music a little bit. Like, I'm not that good at it, but we figured it out, and never in my life did I think that I would be doing this much of the instrumentation on my own songs. Mm-hmm. And it's to a point where Max is playing it, and then he's like, nah, bro, you play it. And he, makes me do it. And I'm like, nah, but yours sounds good. He's like, but it's your music.
That's what I love about Max, man.
Dude.
I've been in the studio a couple times, and I saw that firsthand, right? Yeah. And every time I'm like, damn, this guy gets it. Because how many people we spoke to, without saying too much, this guy Max has worked on some real shit.
I
don't want to.
We can't say it. We can't
because that shit. Some shit didn't get released. Some shit got messy. But he's worked with the best artists that everyone watching this.
Everybody watching
freak
this
out
knows.
if they heard.
Of course.
Played
us some shit too. Whatever. We can't go through some shit.
Nah,
we can't.
We'll get him on the podcast if he wants to talk about it. But where was I going?
It was that he gets it. This dude knows what he's doing.
Exactly.
He's a perfect mix of being a hard worker and a talented artist.
Exactly. For the lack of better words, his background in music is very corporate. He's worked with all the big labels, but dude, we came to him with a camp project.
Yeah,
he was
so excited. He even mentioned it. He was like, I haven't done a camp style thing.
Yeah, he told me
in so long, and even to go further with how the pandemic is playing out like that, even with the little scare that we had recently, he was talking about how we're really the only artists that he's seeing this consistently in this intimate of a setting, as opposed to, like you said, the corporate style of music that he's normally used to making.
Yep.
Because he is trying to dabble right now in the K-pop scene and trying to get that type of thing going, which is lucrative as fuck.
I get it. I know where he's coming from. He's been in this game forever. Mm-hmm. He's been a real artist forever. I get, he's trying to make his bag, in those whatever. Mm-hmm. But he leaves that all behind when we step
up. And dude, I've seen this dude, bro. He's not a bass player. I've seen him sit there for an hour and a half trying to figure out a fucking baseline to make sure that I feel proud about it.
Yeah.
And that's something that the dude who we were working with before was not doing at all. He was trying to more, not to compare people or talk shit about people like that, but he was, or I would even say a lot of producers who we've worked with in the past have tried to show off of their abilities.
Yeah.
Of trying to make a good
Always,
song.
always.
Like, yo, I can do this.
Always.
You know?
Always.
Whereas Max is just being like, yo, get your song out. Like,
Bro,
let's get what's inside out.
with all those people you're talking about, like the first hour of all those sessions is always like, yo, let me show you all this bullshit I worked on. That.
Yeah.
And you don't care.
Every
about it, you know?
time.
Like,
Yeah.
we don't care about it. But Max, only session 5 did
Yeah.
he show us the shit he did with
Bro.
blank, you know, the shit with blank.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah.
Like, and even still, like, what I love about Max is I don't know if he does this on purpose. I think he does, but I don't know if he does it. When we get there, he wants to talk and set the vibe for
Yeah.
about half an hour, 45 minutes. And, like, as opposed to how we used to do it, whereas the dude would show up, we'd jump right in and we'd go right to the vibes, which
Yeah.
I personally like better because I love, when we're working, I love working. I love just locking into it and just getting the idea.
Me and you are on. Like when we step in the room, we turn on right away.
That was
Like,
our friendship.
We don't need like time to get ready and set.
No,
up, right?
we're ready. We're ready to go. Bro, you and I, just for the people listening to it, because I know that
This
lot
is
of...
an intro, so go as far back as you need to.
Dude,
This is
I think,
episode 1.
I think that, like, for everybody watching this, if they even made it this long in,
Yeah.
45 minutes in, dude,
if
like...
the camera's still rolling.
we don't
Yeah.
even know if the camera's rolling.
Yeah, we don't
there might
even
just
know.
be a photo on YouTube right now, because we don't know if the camera's still fucking rolling.
And you're a real one if you're listening.
And you're a fucking
Bro,
real one.
yeah.
Shout out to you. But us, like, dude, you and I met and immediately started coming up with ideas. You and I haven't had a time, I would even say aside from the Lakers games,
Yeah.
in this past little 2-3 months, you and I haven't ever just chilled.
No.
You and I, when we're together alone, cannot relax.
No, we have too many ideas.
There's
like,
too many ideas.
You know?
I don't think a lot of people know that. Like, a lot of people hang out with their friends and like, yo, we have a da-da-da, like... But, like, you and I have never just hung out. We've gone to movies. And, like, leaned over, yo, that's a crazy shot. We should do this for this video.
Sample that voice.
Bro.
Yeah.
We've never just chilled the fuck out. And I think that's something that nobody could say.
And I'm not mad at that because, you know,
not.
a couple times, like, yo, we've went back and forth being like, yo, you think it's fucked up that, like, our minds are always geared towards, like, new ideas and new projects?
Mm-hmm.
And it's again, like, how we started this podcast off with, like, that idea of you don't mix friends with business. Mm-hmm. That's fucking bullshit.
That's bullshit.
If you can't mix your friends with business, they're not your friends.
My friendship is the business, dog. Like, that's the only way to do it.
I don't want to get rich on my own.
Of course not.
The fuck?
I want to do it with you.
Bro.
That's the only way to do it.
You mix your if you can't mix your friends with your business, you better second guess if it's a real business and if it's a real friend. Mm-hmm. That's it.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Dog. My fucking guy.
It's day one, man.
It's day fucking one.
That's why I'm happy about this podcast because it's gonna be like we're gonna track everything, right? We were talking about the album we're working on. It's gonna come out February, March. It's like in 4 months.
I can't wait to next.
In 4 months, we're gonna come back to this, you know.
And we're gonna be like, yo, remember when we were talking
Yeah.
about da-da-da? We might, like, dude, I can't wait till the next episode where we can have a new song ready and be like, yo, remember this session we did this, da-da-da-da. Like, I think that this is a great way for us to... Because it's no secret that a lot of people want to know what we're doing. And I'm not trying to, like, fucking sound like I'm a piece of... Like, you know, like, I'm not trying to...
Buddy, a lot of people want to know what the fuck we're up to.
A lot of people want to know. And we've never
That's a
been the
fact.
type to shy away with anything. We just don't know the outlet in which to communicate it properly and clearly in an unfiltered matter,
Yeah.
in a way that they can understand. And you and I, the way our brains work, dude, it takes 45 minutes for us to get our point across. And it takes us this time. So not only is it going to allow people to come in and hear us and get what it is that we're doing, but it's also going to teach us how to communicate better.
I agree, man. Like, our generation, for the most part, has never dabbled into long form content.
Nope.
20 years ago, if you wanted to make content, you were making a TV show or a movie.
Yeah.
And then, you know, Vine, Instagram, all, right? Like, I'm fast forwarding.
Yeah, no, but I love those.
But our generation, like, we know short form content. We have no issue with short form
because
content.
we're all fucking retarded and we
story,
can't sit
you know?
for longer than a minute and a half.
But we're gonna learn a lot from this. I'm excited. I'm excited about that.
And how you and I love interviews because
Yeah.
we know that even if there's a 3-hour interview,
Yep.
there's going to be a 10-minute gem in there that's gonna help us with whatever it is.
Oh my
we're
god,
doing.
bro! Sometimes you gotta listen. You gotta listen 2 hours and like 90 minutes in. You know,
To catch the last 10, that changes your life.
yeah.
And I'm not saying we're gonna change anybody's life, but dude, if there's at any point during this journey of doing a podcast with you that helps somebody further their art,
No doubt about
that makes everything fucking worth it.
Bro, no doubt about that. Like, how many kids do we meet and we talk to them for 15 minutes and they're
like,
they hit us up the next day like, yo, you guys changed my life. It's
That
like,
happened not too long ago,
Yeah,
actually.
no
We just did that.
shit.
No shit, dog.
Yeah, that's all I could say.
Bro. And on that note, I think it's a good time to just call it. I think that we did our job for our first podcast.
Yeah, you want to call it there? I think we hit some good.
I think we fucking hit it.
Yeah.
And
what
let
are
me
we at?
just-
45 minutes, just
Something
about.
like that. And let me just fucking flash the graphic one more time, dude. And cheers to you. You're my fucking guy.
You're my dog, bro.
And I can't wait till fucking next week. No shit.
And for the people, this is episode 1, No Shit Podcast, brought to you by No Shit Records.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And I'm fucking drunk, dude.
Yeah?
I need you to catch up with me on beers because I can't have that.
Well, you're at.
Yeah, I'm at 3
You're at
with
3.
I'm at 3 with 1 behind the camera.
This is my second with 1 behind the camera. So,
So you're 3. I'm
so
at
you're 4. You're 4. Damn.
Yeah, and that's me, and I don't fucking drink like that. That's a little
And
gem too.
if you know us, you know Flu. Before COVID, has never drank.
Never
some
drank a
alcohol.
fucking alcohol in my fucking life. Dude.
Yeah.
I'm fucking drunk.
But shit, Corona came, and it's not a paid endorsement, but
But maybe one day it will be, dog.
Corona Extra, baby.
Yeah, export that shit.
Yeah, should we end this shit?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, peace, motherfucker.
Later, bro. That's fucking sick, dude. I
I hope it's still recording.
Yeah.
How do we sound?
I think we sounded fucking sick.
It's recording.
Yeah.
Walk off.